did not say anything about that on the podcast.
No. Do you have your workouts?
I have a couple fixed, and then I have stop. And then I have all of my holy shit. It was almost a year ago when I did my Colton shit talking video for the Open.
I know.
That's
crazy,
bro. All right, so this is probably
full disclaimer for everyone watching. I found out that we were doing a show on the hardest workouts of 2024 while listening to Taylor on Sevon say that that's what the show is going to be about. So he's never told me
that. That's not true.
We did not discuss this at all.
Dude, shut up. We talked about this. Another full disclaimer, guys. If you want JR to be your personal coach, if you want personal programming from JR,
not going to happen.
Go sign up for Brute Strength Training and get Coach L. All right, sorry, bro. I just had to say that.
That's crazy, though.
What do you mean?
Because I've seen his programming for Jason. It's not anything that I write unless it's my turn to write a Metcon. Unless it's my turn to write a Metcon.
It's probably all of Brandon Luckett's. Oh, sheesh. Okay, now get on the bed in frog pose and make that thing do something.
I was going through my pictures today, deleting a bunch of workouts because I need to archive my Instagram before everyone goes on and just steals years of programming. And I came across one of you in a jersey and jorts in that same frog pose, and I don't know where it came from or where it was at.
Jersey?
It might have been a Crash jersey. I don't know. I'll send it to you. My daughter was sitting right next to me, and she said, "What's Bald Taylor doing?" I said, "Don't worry about it."
Shaking that ass. Just shaking that ass. Dude, hands on your knees. Make that coochie breathe. That's what I was doing, dude. Okay. Anyways.
You're going to have the wildest girls ever as
daughters. Dude, I swear to God, if I have female children, I'm putting them up for adoption day one. Okay. I did not archive the tuck picture. I should pull that up on the show at some point.
You should save that for Pedro's best of 2024 show.
I took that tuck picture actually right after Coach L finished his workout, which was crazy. All right, I'm going to start with the hardest workout that I did in 2024. I think it was done in February, on February 5th, 2024. And it was hard for me for this reason. It was hard because it's a movement that I'm not great at in a format that I could go really hard and fast. So I think there's layers to what makes a workout hard. For me, what makes a workout hard are, can I get a ton of intensity out of it primarily? And two, are they things that are just generally hard for me? But the main thing is, can I get a lot of intensity out of it almost? I feel like that's what, for me, is probably makes them hardest. This workout is 5 sets, resting 1 minute between sets, 12, 9, 6 thrusters and chest to bar, 95 pounds.
I think I remember when you did that.
Well, I did it with Danielle Dunlap and Bryson, and they both fucking destroyed me. And I was.
Do you remember when that was exactly?
It was February 5th.
Like right before the Open.
Yeah, February 5th. Very hard. All right, you go. Hardest of the year.
Hardest of the year. It's one that I actually did recently, and it is. I have the date and everything. I just screenshotted them. It is.
Time out, Coach L. You're not allowed to have any of these. Okay.
Dude, stop. You're ridiculous.
Okay, sorry.
It's every 10 minutes for 30 minutes. So 3 sets. Okay. Every 10.
Yep.
45 cal echo bite, 12, 9, 6, 3 cluster, 115, 135, 165, 185.
45, 12, 45, 9, 45, 6, 45, 3.
No. 45 is the buy-in.
Oh, okay.
And then you just do a cluster ladder. 12.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And it's about as bad as I've wanted to hurt and could hurt all year long. But like 185 for however many reps it is, 9 is really nothing. But just at that point, when you've done that many reps and you start over every time, it really becomes a fitness limiting test. So.
This is a good comment. Was the quarterfinals workout with the wall balls and burpee box jumps not your hardest workout, Taylor? That probably was, because I've never been in that place before in my entire life. But I just didn't. I guess we'll count that as the hardest.
But you weren't prepared for it. It's not that you weren't fit. It's that you weren't prepared for that.
Yeah, I didn't say. I just said that was. But of the year, that workout put me in the worst place post, hands down, not even fucking close. And maybe I would say open workout 1 was second to that because I was able to take that workout to such an intensity level. The next workout for me was similar. It was supposed to be every 10 minutes for 3 sets. Set 1, 10, 20, 30, 40 biker calories, GHD sit-ups. Set 2, 10, 20, 30, 40 skier calories, dual kettlebell hang snatches with 35s. Set 4.
That was from this week, dude.
No. That was a long time ago.
Well, your people were posting it this week.
Yeah. 10, 20, 30, 40 row calories, burpees over the rower. I finished the GHD biker again, 8 flat, 2 minutes of rest. I finished the 30 hang snatches at the 7-minute mark. So I had 40 cals and 40 hang snatches left. So I capped myself. And then I finished the 10, 20, 30, 40 row in just over 10. So it took me like a little over 30 minutes. The way I gave it to Sentinel was 10, 20, 30, 40, rest 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, rest 3. That workout, I was upset with myself about something and I wanted punishment. And I went into the gym like late one night and just, stuffed it into a dark hole. And that was pretty nasty.
How often do you overprogram for yourself and
not that often?
And say,
not like,
hey, I'm really glad I did this because it would have been really dumb to give this to my people that follow it.
Very infrequently do I overprogram a workout now. I have been worse about it in the past. A perfect example is the quarterfinals programming that we did. Way overprogrammed. I feel like workout wise, I do not overprogram now. What I will do is I'll say, I'm going to do all this in a day and I don't even fucking get to half of it. And that's just simply because I don't have the time anymore. And I will look at a day and I'll be like, man, this will be a good day. I can't wait. I'll get 2 in and I'm like, fuck, I just can't, like, it's not even worth my time to do that. I can't do that. Unfortunately.
All right. Next for me. And this is one, I would love to do in a competition format just because I think it would be really, really cool to watch people push the pace. I would worry a little bit on the lunge standard because people would be going so fast, but people would be doing touch and go sandbag cleans. And that's not something you see a lot in competition. So the workout is 50 sandbag cleans to the shoulder for time, 150 and 100, 1 minute on, 1 minute off. The buy-in every minute is a 50-foot dual dumbbell front rack lunge. So you lunge 50 right to the bag for the remainder of the minute, rest a minute, and keep doing the lunge until you get to 50 sandbags.
Next workout for me, it was the drag rope double under line facing burpee Kill Taylor workout at Knoxville, right?
The one Allie called in to do?
Yeah, it was a 6-minute AMRAP. Max rep line facing burpee every minute on the minute, 30 drag rope double unders, I believe. That was a fucking stinker.
Yeah, that's a really good one. It's a really good one that you don't need a lot for. I'll stick with that theme with the line facing burpees because I've done. So I have a little under 3,000 burpees left for the year with Pedro.
Nice.
But up until this point, we've done whatever, 30,000. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I would say 10,000 of them have been line facing just because it's the fastest way I can do them. And I don't need any warm up for it. This workout was 5 rounds, 5 gone bad style, 1 minute max wall ball, 30 and 20, 1 minute max line facing burpee, 1 minute max cow row, no rest between rounds. So 15 minutes, 1, 1, 1, and you add up all your reps. And I did 25 wall balls every round, 20 line facing every round, and 20 cows every round. And I was buried on that. It was hard.
This was one I did mid-year. Bryson will remember it. Super hard workout. I did it with a shorty bar, and this is why the weight was weird. But it was 4 minutes of work, 2 minutes of rest for 5 rounds. So a 30-minute workout. Buy-in with a 21 calorie echo bike, then 15 toes to bar, then 9 clean and jerks at 175. And then max rep burpee pull-ups in the time remaining. And that's a workout that I can get a lot of intensity out of because I'm great on the bike, great at toes to bar, great at clean and jerks, and great at burpee pull-ups. And it was just mangled, absolutely mangled.
That's really bad. We're not all the way through yet, but something that's worth noting already. is almost all of these workouts have been structured to where you get rest. Like almost all of them have been intervals.
Becca! La! Pootie butt!
All right, hey,
What's up? What do you got?
I went to Disney and I have. Can I show you something?
Yeah, show me. That's a lot of green you got. Wow, that's a lot of neon. That's crazy. What do we get? What do we get to see? Hey, Quinn.
I went to Disneyland too. Look
Wow.
at my charm.
Whoa.
It has all my charms on it. It has
Charms?
hey.
One,
All right, so
two,
Daddy's
three,
on the
four,
show. Let's back up and give Daddy and Taylor some space, okay?
La, that's amazing.
ones, and then I had one more, so it's 10.
That's crazy.
And my mom will give me a new wristband.
Okay.
Wow. I love the pullover, the quarter zip. Is that Under Armour?
Looks like it, yeah.
She has 3 of them.
All right, I'm gonna step outside.
Okay.
Okay, please, Daddy, some of
All right. So yeah.
They all are work rest. Do you think they?
I mean, other than that one I just said. I mean, that one I just said's a 15-minute AMRAP.
The 6-minute AMRAP I said.
Yeah, gotcha.
But yes, a lot of work rest. You can ride the threshold for far longer and build there a lot easier. It's a lot easier for you to get to that place with work rest workouts, without a doubt.
All right, I've got one. And I was hoping, looking through, that a partner workout would make the list, and it did. Teams of 2, 180 cal bike erg, 180 thrusters at 95, 65, 100 cal bike erg, 180 cal bike erg, 180 front rack lunges with 95. You have to alternate 1 minute on, 1 minute off. So I do it with you. I go as hard as I can on the bike for a minute. You go. We keep switching back and forth. We do the same thing for thrusters, same thing for bikes, same thing for lunges. So you're doing 20 to 25 thrusters every single time, unbroken, alternating back and forth. And there's no opportunity.
That we did together.
No, the one we did together had burpees over the worm with drag rope, but it also had bike erg and thrusters.
Oh, that was a hard workout. Okay, keep going.
All right, but that's it. Yeah, it's just really simple. Partner format. It's something I try to stress to the members all the time. I should be able to get the same stimulus working out with you as I do working out with my wife. This exact same, because most times you should use the clock to tell you when to switch, whether it's on a machine or whether it's on a gymnastics movement. It should not be, all right, Taylor, you do 10 reps, I do 10 reps, because it just might not be equivalent. And people should realize that in partner workouts, you need to be selfish enough with your workout to where you tell your partner, hey, we're going to do this based on time, not based on reps.
So many of mine have burpees in them. So I'll just have to be transparent about that. I got to look up this shuttle run workout. Oh, here we go. This is a class workout. And it was actually a Sentinel 60 workout that I wrote. I wonder if anyone will remember it, but it was 4 shuttle runs, 16 sandbag to shoulder, 4 shuttle runs, 12 sandbag to shoulder, 4 shuttle runs, 8, 4 shuttle runs, 4 time. And the shuttle runs were 50-meter shuttle runs. So 75 feet down, 75 feet back. And that workout, I did all the sandbag to shoulder, like you were saying, touch and go. It's not very often where you do touch and go sandbag to shoulders. That workout absolutely mangled me. But the one that your workout made me think of was one I did recently with Bryson that was really hard and good. Yet again, burpees. It was just 5 sets. You go, I go. 100-foot slog lunge with the 100-pound slog and 21 lateral burpees over.
Oh, I'm telling you, dude, people, like, it's really not that expensive. And the oblique, the trunk, the stimulus that you get, that team athletes get from handling the worm all the time, is not like anything that really individuals train with. And I would recommend a lot of like individual competitors buy one just so they can do something different every day.
That was by the way, Bryson has been writing really cool workouts recently. I forgot to give him credit on Sentinel for that one he wrote, which I think I sent to you.
Forgot.
No, I definitely forgot. It was every 2 for 10, 9 burpee box jump over, 15 calorie echo. I told you about that. That was Bryson's.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, what else?
All right. I have one that I do want you to do. I sent it to a few people to try, and currently I'm undefeated on it.
Oh, wow. I'm about to clap your ass.
You should on this. 3 on, 1 off, 4 sets.
Oh, God.
500-meter biker, 25 line-facing burpees, max reps GHD.
Oof. 500-meter biker, 25 line facing, max reps GHD. All right, I'm doing it. I'll do it. Maybe
You have a minute to a minute, I don't know, 10 on the GHD for
Yeah, I'll maybe
sets.
do it Monday. Woof. Oh, Dynamax, Cody Mansell, who makes the slog? Dynamax makes the slog.
Do you still prefer Dynamax medicine balls over anything else? Because I do. Like if I have a chance to grab one in the gym, I grab a Dynamax before a rogue.
Yeah. Another really nasty workout. This is one I did this week, and I got the idea from Kiefer. I did a EMOM. Sentinel has it coming up. I did an EMOM of. This was Bryson's idea, this format, which I thought was really cool. It was basically alternating between 2 movements for 20 minutes. Minute 1, X, minute 2, X, and you do another round of it, and then you rest. So this workout we wrote was 5 burpee muscle ups, 10 devil's press, 4 burpee muscle ups, 8 devil's press. Basically a 4-minute EMOM, and then you rest a minute, and you do that for 4 rounds. So Kiefer responded to me or messaged me and said, hey, why didn't you do it 4-8, then 5-10, the ascending way? And I was like, damn, I don't think I could have done that. So then I wrote me and Bryson were coming up with some conditioning workouts, and we wrote this workout where it was 32 alternating minutes. Minute 1. Sorry. Wow.
Bike then row, right?
Right. No, ski and biker. Minute 1, 10 cal ski, 8 cal biker. I wrote it for Sentinel. And then minute 2, 12 cal ski, 12 cal biker. Minutes 3 and 4 rest. And that's how I initially wrote it. I can't remember. Kiefer's in the chat. That he sent me a workout that was very like that. And I was like, okay, let's make something like that. But I want to transition machines in the same minute, because that makes things so hard. And I did it 11 ski, 11 biker, minute 1, then 14 ski, 14 biker, minute 2. And I haven't felt like that in a while. Like I was laid out.
To me, that all comes down to the ski and how fast you can get to your working pace. Like
I had to stand at damper 10 on the biker, 100%. So it was like 1700 on the first minute for the biker, and then I had to be over 2000 for the second, or I wasn't finishing. And my ski was basically 1600 on the first one, and then like 1800 on the second one, and that was manageable. But I just tried to make my hay on the standing biker.
That's a good one. I actually do have some AMRAPs here, classic. So I have 7 on, 7 off, 7 on. First AMRAP is, if you visualize the turf, 10 kettlebell deadlifts with 70s, sled push down with 2 plates, 10 box jump over step downs at 24, sled push back to the kettlebell. So that's the flow. So kettlebell deadlift, light sled down, box jump over, light sled back for 7 minutes. And then the other AMRAP was 10 med ball GHD sit up, 20-yard sandbag carry, 10 cal ski, 20-yard sandbag carry. So the same flow. GHD is on one end, ski on the other, sandbag carry is how you transition. And it was brutal for 7 minutes, like to put out that kind of intensity. Because it's just, the first one's all legs, second one's all core. So it was good.
I did the most recent workout I did like that. That was 10 rounds. Was just 10 rounds of 100-foot sled push, 10 burpee pull-ups. So I just went in the gym at 100-foot length. I pushed 100 feet, did 10, pushed 100 feet, did 10 for 10 rounds. And that was,
yeah, that's good.
A nice long workout.
I think I programmed this one for the class shortly after 24.1 because of the mandated reps on each arm. Every 4 minutes for 20 cal row, 16 for the females, 20 dumbbell snatches with a 70 and a 50, switch arms every 5 reps.
Oh, every how much for how much?
Every 4 for 20. So you're looking
20
at
and 20.
So you're looking at more than 1-to-1 rest. It's probably
Right,
it was
right.
like all my
140,
rounds were under
40.
2. That was my goal, to keep all the rounds under 2. But having to do those last 10 where you're trying to hold on for 5 and then switching arms for 5 just got really tough because you have to rip the rower to do that. Like you have to.
This
and actually,
was
I think it was 90 seconds that I was trying to keep all my rounds. So I was trying to be off the rower in under 45 and then onto the dumbbell and get those done in 45 seconds.
I wrote one like that for Sentinel. It was just a burpee and dumbbell combo, and I want to say it was 15 right arm dumbbell snatches, 30 lateral burpees, 15 left arm dumbbell snatches, and you rested, and maybe it was 4 sets, and you alternated which you started with each set, or maybe 6 sets. But I didn't do that one. I just knew that it would hurt a lot.
Yeah. I have another one. I have another minute on, minute off with Echo Bike. So there's a trend there. I think those obviously hurt me the most. 10 cal bike buy-in, max front squat with the remaining time. Rounds 1 and 2, 225. Rounds 3 and 4, 205. Rounds 5 and 6, 185. Rounds 7 and 8, 165. Rounds 9 and 10, 155. So it gets lighter as you go. And that's about as bad as it gets because hey, however many reps I got on the round before, I should technically be able to get more on this round, even though I'm dying because it's lightweight, because it's lighter weight every time. So.
Here's a nasty one. I'm not sure where I wrote this, but the second piece is what's nasty. The first part is the 2-part. I used to do a lot of these. I'm gonna start doing them a bit more, but I would basically start with a for time workout and then have a set rest or a set point. You start an EMOM. So this workout was 10 rounds for time, 10 calorie echo bike, 1 legless rope climb, 10 ring dips. And that took me 11 minutes. And then at the 15-minute mark, you start this interval. And this was the nasty one. Minute 1, max rep burpee box jump overs, 24 inches. Minute 2, rest. Then max rep burpee chest to bar, then rest. Then max burpee to 12-inch target, then rest. Then max bar facing burpee, then rest. And you go through that for 2 sequences.
What was the first time? Triplet, ring dip, legless, and what?
Echo bike, legless, ring dip.
Echo.
10, 1, 10. And then it was burpee box jump over for a minute, rest. Burpee chest to bar for a minute, rest. Burpee to 12-inch, rest. Bar facing, rest. And you went through that 2 rounds. And I remember that just being absolutely filthy.
Anyone that follows Sentinel should have very good pressing stamina. I'll say that.
We squat a lot too. I mean, we do a lot of things, but I feel like that's probably the most underrated aspect of a lot of training programs is pressing, body weight pressing for sure.
No, the sport is comprised of movements that are much more easily pressed or pushed in any plane versus pull. So if you think about the pulling planes in movement, like where you're just contracting from straight arms to bent arms, there aren't that many. There's the ones on the pull-up bar, there's a rope, there's a pegboard. And then otherwise, you can press with weight, you can do dips, you can do bench press, you can do an overhead press. Then you can press on all those planes with body weight. Right. So it's just, there's so much more pressing in the sport that, I feel like if you're not good at pressing, you really don't have a chance. So.
I gotta say the 1,000 burpees me and Bryson did today is up there, 500 each, 50 rounds of 10, you go, I go. And because I did it in my vest, like my entire body's still cramping a little bit. And my heart rate.
Dude, you're going to be, I mean, you should be fine on Saturday, but tomorrow,
I'll be fine Saturday.
Tomorrow, by the end of the day, you'll probably be feeling a little bit achy, I would say.
My hips are, not for you, Bryson, you fucking pussy, because you didn't wear a vest and you weigh 150 pounds. Shut the fuck up. I was in this hot box of a room in a 15-pound weight vest that felt like a fucking corset because I'm fat right now.
Dude, I found a picture I need to send to you that's right shortly after surgery. It's insane. I got to send it to you. You're running on the air runner next to Zach Strail, and you don't even look like the same person. It's crazy.
What do you mean? Am I fat?
Yeah, you're not trained. I mean, you hadn't been working out much, so it's wild. The swings.
Yeah, send me that picture. So anyways, my
I
heart
have one
rate was
more.
at like 180 for 48 minutes. And that's that was a lot. Yeah, good. That's enough burpees for one day, Bryson. And let's do that again tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And then you'll be a goat at burpees like me. I am the best in the sport at burpees outside of Colton Mertens. Sorry, Jake Berman. Sorry, no shot. Pat, no shot. In all burpee variations, like together, paired. Sorry, it just is what it is. Get overs, burpee pull ups, burpee box jump overs, bar facing. I love burpees.
This one was this last one is probably the only. I would say it was the only one that I would put on the list really specific to me. Like I think most of the members would agree that a lot of these workouts they remembered and they just like hurt everybody. But this one, because I'm not good at toes to bar under fatigue, especially under a lot of midline fatigue. It was every 5 minutes for 3 sets. 18, 18, 18. And then on the next interval, 30, 30, 30. And on the last interval, 42, 42, 42. Box jump over, step down, GHD sit up, toes to bar. So you end up, and the last one I finished at like 457. But what's cool about that one is the interval stays the same as the work gets increased by 36 reps every time. So it's anyone that wants to kind of see like where their midline stamina is at, because people don't think about a box jump over, step down, and what it's going to do going into the GHD until you do that combination, because it's people landing that squat are screwed because you're just crushing your hip flexors and your quads. Yeah. So going into that is really, really, really hard. So.
Jamie, when you search hardest workouts, Kalsu always is at the top. Was NorCalSu just not that bad for you because ring muscle ups so easy? No, NorCalSu was not that bad for me because I'm not good enough at thrusters to make it hurt the way a lot of other guys could make it hurt. So for me, it just wasn't as painful because I have to control the thruster so much because of my knee. I can't just turn my mind off and just hurt like metabolically. I have to keep my mind incredibly focused so that I don't fucking hurt myself orthopedically. That being said, this is not even an honorable mention. Probably the hardest thruster workout I've ever done is the James Townsend EMOM, 10-minute EMOM, 10 thrusters at 95, 10 bar facing burpees, rest 5 minutes, 10-minute EMOM, 5 thrusters at 135, 10 bar facing burpees. And I failed like only a handful of minutes into the 135 EMOM. But even just the first one, the 10 and 10 same minute, fucking clobbered me.
And Mal is the only one that's completed that?
Yeah, Jason did it.
That sounds terrible. I need to make sure when like the open prep starts happening, usually beginning of the year, I make sure that I put a 14-5, 16-5 one in there, because thruster bar facing burpee is about the worst combination as it gets. And for a lot of people, it's not even metabolic because their shoulders are hurting so bad.
Yeah, like, horrible.
For the athletes at the highest level, it is miserable because the weight is too light, and a burpee is a plyometric movement for people that are really good. But for people that are not, it's just like, dude, I cannot press off the ground. I cannot press the bar overhead anymore.
I don't even remember this workout. Oh, for Bryson. See, that's what I'm saying. But each person, based off what you can make hurt and what you can't make hurt, like things are challenging in a different way. Yep, there's my psoas cramping. From burpees. I also did a fuck ton of GHDs and muscle ups and toes to bar and rowing this morning. I did 100 clean and jerks for time yesterday. That was your workout.
That was Chase's bet. So me and Chase bet. I was gonna say, do you want to bet Kalsu? Because he's been saying he needs to do Kalsu for years. And I said, hey, SMU Clemson, you want to just put Kalsu on it just to make the game more interesting when we watch it. He said, the knee won't tolerate 135 thrusters. I said, what about clean and jerks? He said, yeah, fine, whatever. And, SMU comes back, and then Clemson like wins the last second. And I texted him and I said, I'm doing it with you. Just let me know when. And Peter said he was going to do it too. And so we did it. And then I was curious how fast sub 10 is, like for the best in the world, just holding 10 a minute. And so I told you to do it and you did it, which was cool. So now I'm interested if like that, I think that would be a cool benchmark for the
100 clean and jerks for time. I'm definitely putting it on
for
center.
the elite.
It can definitely be done in under 9. Because I settled into something I knew I could do. And at no point did I think, ooh, I'm not going to be able to do this. And it was basically 40 on, 20 off. And it was no issue. It hurt for sure, but no issue. The idea I had from that workout, which I'm going to do at some point over the next few days, is 10 rounds for time, 10 unbroken clean and jerks. And I just have to settle on a weight. And I was thinking 135, but then I was thinking, maybe 115. I don't know. That's a fucking nasty workout.
Well, it's just for time, and you just have to rest as needed. And if you take a risk and you fail, the set doesn't count.
Exactly. The one round is 10 unbroken. Yeah. That's a stinker, huh?
Oof. I don't know. I mean, it all depends on how long you want.
If you hit the workout right, if you try your hardest, that workout's that's a turd dropper.
I would definitely say. I mean, it doesn't have to be 135 for sure. It could be
115. What about snatches? I don't like 95. 95, I think, is too easy. I like 115 for snatch.
I think you could still use 115 for that.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting about the snatch for volume, whether you do like kind of that snake where you re-dip under with no hip contact, or you do make hip contact, or you muscle snatch, for a lot of people it becomes a grip issue. It becomes I can't hang on to the bar anymore. That clean and jerk, that pause at the shoulder is so underrated with how much it lets you relax your grip.
Yeah. But I think for me, metabolically, 10 unbroken clean and jerks is way harder than 10 unbroken snatches at the same weight. Up to a certain point. Like if it's 135, I'd rather do 10 snatches all day.
So it's 3 hip opens and closes.
Yeah, it's so much.
If it's heavy enough to make you pop your hips, you're open, close. Yep. Like it's so much. It's so much knee flexion and extension. I agree. And it makes your legs way more tired, I think. So
what else? What else you got? Are you out?
That's all I got.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna scroll to a day on my training calendar and read a workout. Oh wow, this is interesting. This is when I called Brandon Luckett. He failed this EMOM however many times, and I did it for an 11th round. It was supposed to be 30 alternating minutes. Minute 1, 10 burpee box jumps. Minute 2, 15 alternating dumbbell snatches with a 70. Minute 3, 20 cal row. And I did it for
when you posted that.
Yeah, I did it for 33 minutes. I could have done it for fucking 45 minutes. I could have just continued doing that workout.
Say that again.
Minute 1, 10 burpee box jump over. Minute 2, 15 snatches with a 70. Minute 3, 20 cal row.
You don't get it yet.
What? No, I don't get it.
He was testing a Dubai event when he did that.
Oh no, he just programmed that for Dubai. That has been a workout for Imam Co for like 3 years.
Okay, so it's just coincidence that he used those same movements and that same rep scheme in that.
No, I'm sure he used them because of this workout.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's cool that it's been out there for a while. Because I remember when he posted it as a challenge, and I remember when you did it. So that's cool.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll again. Oh, this is the workout I did. This is hilarious. I did this workout 2 days or 3 days before I bent down over and fucking shot my load all over his back on 24.1. Second fittest on earth. No big deal. This is hilarious. Because I remember, listen to this, JR. I remember when 24.1 got announced, I was like, oh God, Down has no idea what's coming. I just did 180 snatches and 180 burpees or whatever 2 days ago. And it was every 5 minutes for 6 sets with that same vest that I wore today for my burpees. 150-foot sled push, 30 alternating dumbbell snatches, 150-foot sled push, 30 toes to bar. So I did that in that vest, and like I did everything unbroken, and I was like feeling very confident when they announced that workout.
Is that the Hyper Ice one that you were wearing? The one that's like
Hyper Fit, Hyper Vest? Yeah.
Dude, I have that, and it is expensive, but for anybody that's listening to this, if you want a vest you could literally do anything in and just make yourself 10 pounds heavier, it is it is a super, super good investment. It's a really good thing to use.
Oh, dude, this workout was so hard. I remember that.
I got like 5 minutes. All
right, 5 minutes. Every 4 for 5. Every 4 minutes for 5 sets. 400-meter run, 21 kettlebell swings with a 70, 15 strict handstand push-ups. That was horrible. I remember that, Bryson. Okay, let me keep going. I'm just scrolling a little bit. Oh, this is another disgusting one. 30-minute AMRAP, continuous, 15 cal echo bike, had to be over 500 watts, 300-meter run. So what I was basically trying to do was like a 600 watt, 15 cal echo bike hard, and then jog 300 meters. That was a nasty feeling workout.
Echo run intervals are really, really good. If you need to work on like running at a really uncomfortable environment at a set pace, doing echo before is like the perfect thing for it.
People on Sentinel should remember this. This was I did this with Bryson and Quinton, actually. 3 rounds for time, 42 wall balls, 7 snatches at 185. So brute.
Yeah, it's tough.
Okay, almost there. Give me a minute. This is one that John wrote for me. Or maybe me and John came up with it together. I can't remember. I think he wrote it. 15 minutes for max reps. 2 minutes of burpees, 1 minute of biker calories. 2 minutes of lateral burpees over the bar, 1 minute of biker calories. 2 minutes of lateral burpees over the bar, 1 minute of biker calories. 2 minutes of bar facing burpees, 1 minute of biker calories. 2 minutes of bar facing burpees, finished with 1 minute of biker calories. And basically my approach was max on the burpees, recover on the biker until the last round was max on the burpees, max on the biker. And that was a really nasty workout.
Yeah. I don't
Bryson
think
did that one too.
I don't think the bike erg seems to be, at least, and I don't I don't subscribe to a bunch of like blogs so that I can see. I used to, and I just don't look at it anymore. But it seems like the bike erg is used a lot more for longer, cyclical, low impact, aerobic based training. And I think it's really, really underutilized for short, hard efforts.
Last one. This was a workout John wrote leading into semifinals. For those of you out there, if you're looking for an individual coach, probably one of the best in the game that you'll never hear of, John Main, level 4 GOAT, Christy Atkins, coach for her entire games tenure. This workout's 2 on, 1 off, 30 clean and jerks for time at 225, 600-meter bike erg, max rep clean and jerk. That was nasty. Oh, Hiller, this is a really good one. I wrote this one the other day, 50 reps for time, bounce on my dick. That's a crazy one. Crazy. Come on, dude. All right. I'll do one more and then you're free. This one is from I got to go further because I don't. Okay, here we go. September. All right. Oh, no. That's too close to crash. God darn it. Okay, let's go to there's not going to be anything hard in the month of October, but I'll go for it. October between the 2nd and the 23rd, pick a day. A number between 2 and 23.
The 18th.
Okay, October 18th. All right, I'll read the whole day. Every 5 minutes for 4, 30 dumbbell farmer lunge steps, 20 toes to rings, 100 double under. Then 5 rounds for time, 400-meter run, 10 wall walks.
That's a good one.
Oh, this workout was so brutal. For every 4 minutes for 5 sets, 4, 3, 2, 1 ring muscle ups and clean and jerks at 205.
Can you write something similar to that with sandbag cleans for Sentinel too?
It was rope climbs and sandbag cleans.
Yeah.
And then this is another Sentinel workout, 3 on, 2 off for 5 sets, 21 GHDs, 12 box jumps to 40 inches, max calorie echo bike. And then the last one I did that day was 4 on, 2 off for 6 sets, 21 cal bike erg, 15 bar facing burpee, 9 clean and jerks, 135, max calorie bike erg in the time remaining. Oh, wow, that was a lot of clean and jerks that day.
Yeah, I love a high box. I wish people used it more in competition. Usually only see it at the games. I just wish like a high box was used more often.
It's a good movement.
Hardest crash workout, probably the deadlift burpee workout. But I don't know. I definitely felt murked after the first event, the snatch ring muscle up. But again, I think that's an instance where I'm so good at those movements, I can make them hurt at an intensity like that. This was fun, dude. We should just do that. We should just scroll through our training and pick a day and just read off our workouts.
We'll do that. We should do it before every show, like at the very beginning of the show, or we should do it at the end.
Let's do it.
All right. I got to go put the kids to bed. Do it.
Deuces. And for anyone left here still watching, fuck you, Coach L. You workout stealing motherfucker. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say other than that.